सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये अगजाननपद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदं तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तम् उपास्महे ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे कृष्णं कमलपत्राक्षं पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनं वासुदेवं जगद्योनिं नौमि नारायणं हरिं नौमि नारायणं हरिं नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते भयेभ्यः त्राहिनो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तु ते सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां शक्तिं च धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् सर्वचैतन्यरूपां ताम् आद्यां शक्तिं च धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् शरणागतदीनार्तिपरित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तु ते. So today onwards, every Tuesday, Mangalavaram, we have planned to have some kind of understanding, Upadesha, and also derive the blessings of Durga Parameswari, who is being described severally in so many texts, Puranas, and even in Veda. We have got Durga Suktam. Who is that Durga is a good question. And everybody has their own experience, his own or her own experience to describe who is that Parameswari. But actually, that Durga is only a floodlight, otherwise called Tejo Rasi. So much light and luster and splendor, we cannot see her. But she only, the Shakti Swarupini, Jaganmata, but in the form of the extreme brilliance. But she took a form of a woman. Sa eva nari bhutva sthitva parvatamastake. So that lady, that brilliance, took a form of a woman and stood on the peak of the mountain. Then the whole story goes about her. Therefore, what is abstract is being made concrete, and what is concrete, we are turned to the abstract. This is the kind of journey which everybody has got to do, something like the birth upon the earth with a body, whatever it be, and that body has got to be used, sanctified, sanitized, etc., through punya karmas, and try to go higher up into the planes of spirituality and get ourselves eligible not to be born again. That's why Durga is supposed to be Durga Arti Nasini, Durga Arti Hartini. So, on the other hand, we understand that Durga Parameswari is the executive head, spot decision maker, and she is the work inspector. So, these are all the important qualifications which you would see more importantly in Parameswari Durga, because she is the executive head, she cannot be stable at all. She has to be supervising, she has to be active to note about it. That's why In Durga Suktam of the Rigveda, we come across a beautiful expression. Tam Agnivarnam Tapasajvalantim Vairochanim Karmaphaleshu Jushtam Durgam Devigum Sharanamaham Prapadye Sutarasi Tarase Namaha. So this mantra is a Mula mantra for the entire Durga Aradhana or Durga Upasana. This is what I have been initiated long years back. A great Sanskrit and religious and Purohit like Pandit Vittal Das. I remember him. ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು ಏನೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕ ಇವನ್ ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕವನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಮಂತ್ರವನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ all things will go well. So here in this mantra you observe Tam Durgam. And who is this Durga? Tam Durgam. And she is a Vairochani. That is, Rocha means the brilliance. Vairochani is belonging to Surya Bhagavan on one hand. On the other hand, she is the very embodiment of however billions available in the universe. She is herself. That's why in Lalita Sahasranamam, we have the statement Bhanumandala Madhyastha, and then she turns to be Bhairavi, Bhagamalini. So, this Tam, and moreover Agni Varna, Durga is Agni Sambhava. As you see, Chidagnikunda Sambhuta. So, fire goddess coming out of fire, doing all fire activities, and again becoming of fire and fire and fire. So, you observe Durga Parameswari is highly energetic, highly active, highly powerful Devi, and therefore we have a great opportunity to start our study on Durga Saptasati, 700 slokas, on a very, very auspicious day. Today is Ashtami, Chaitra Masam, Suddha. So we have all these appointed wonderful days, time, Kalaya Tasmai Namaha. When, as per the request of some students, I have got to spare this Mangalavaram every week to recapitulate on the power, the prowess, the work, the achievement, the good, etc., that she has done to the world. Because Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Matrurupena Samsthita Namaha Tasyai Namaha Tasyai Namastasyai Namo Namaha. So after all, she is a mother. Mother will not have any grouse against her children, if at all it is temporary. But constantly love flows towards the children by the parents, but the children may not be able to reciprocate in the same ratio or in the same tempo, but the children are children only, but parents are parents only. That's why Mata Pitrubhyam Namaha, Jagat Pitara, so Jagat Pitarau Namaha. See, Parvati Parameswaras are like that, both of them, they are always together to control, to maintain, to help, and to remove the obstacles in the world. That's exactly why probably our Kalidasa has taken a beautiful prayer in Raghuvamsam, Vagartha viva sampruktav, Vagartha pratipattaye, Jagata pitarau vande, Parvati Parameswarau. So, Jagata pitarau vande, they are the universal primordial parents to the entire world. Ja Janma, Ga Maranam. So, Jagataha means this is the only playground or platform where people come, live, leave. Nobody can remain permanent here, including the gods. Means nobody who comes here will be staying here. That's why Jagat, and there is a Natha for this, Jagannatha. And there is a Ishwari, Jagadishwari or Jagadeshwara. So that is the power of Durga. And there is always a contrast picture also being drawn between Durga and Lalita, and in functional varieties and all that. So, in fact, it has been a good search for me also, for anybody, to be able to give different platforms of activity to these Durga and Lalita, and I have done some work on that also. But this is not the matter. This is not the time for me to talk on that contrasting. But we purely try to know and saying know that Durga is Agni Varnam. She has got the complexion or fire activity or color that of the Agni, fire. Agni, you know that he has got 7 colors, Sapta Jihvaha, Sapta Varnaha. So actual Agni is red, but before that redness comes up, you see some other blue colors. If you keep observing the flame of the fire, Agni Hotra, that Agni in the Vedi, you observe different colors, different. That is to say that depending upon the need and circumstance, Agni Deva will be operating himself and attending upon the needs and necessities and luxuries of people. Tam Agnivarnam. And moreover, she's a Jwalana. She's always burning. Never she is put out. Something like the waves in the ocean or flow of the rivers or the presence of the trees. Whether it's night or day, you see the waves in the ocean keep going. You may not be there. You may come home and sleep happily, but the waves keep on moving. That's why you can't stop the waves of the wave. That's why we say time and tide wait for none. Time and tide wait for none. They are constantly are there. Supposing you collect a cup of water from a river flow, the water gone. Again, you cannot collect the same water into your cup if you want. No, that's how Kala is the flow. Is a Mahapravaha. That's why Kalaha Pachati Bhutani Kaloyam Jagat Bhakshakaha. All people are cooked away, and Kala is something, is a Jagat Bhakshaka. It will just gulf away the entire universe, entire things. That's why all that power is there in Tam Agnivarnam Tapasa Jwalantim. And she belongs to Virochana. Vairochanim, belonging to Virochana, Surya Bhagavan. That's why we have got in Lalita Sahasranamam said to you that Paurnamasiyam Chandramimbe Pasye Srimat Lalitambikam, and in Surya you have to see, you can see you can see Durga Parameswari. So Surya in Durga and Chandra and Lalita Parameswari. Like that, Surya Bimbe Pasye Srimad Durga Ambika. So we keep on learning more and more about this. Agnivarnam Vairochanim Karma Phaleshu Jushtam. That's exactly what I say. See, everybody does karma. Nakaopi tishtati akarma krutu. All people are active, at least Nakopi tishtati akarma krutu. That's what Krishna has told. Anybody born, anybody who has got the prana, that prana shakti, makes all people to do one or the other. At least the Uchvas and Isvasas also inhale, exhale will take place. So you cannot say, no, what are you doing? I'm not doing anything. This is absolutely a wrong statement. You are doing, you are living, you are. But as you are living and as you are doing, what is your activity? Be spiritual. Do something noble, something special, something that attaches something good for you. That's why Punya Karmeshu Nirataha. In Narayaniyam, the first sloka says Muktam Nirmukto Nityamuktaha Sandrananda. So Parameswara is Nirmukta, Nityamukta. That's exactly. So Amavaru is attached, but constantly unattached. Mayatita. So all Atitatvam is there, although they are inside that. Therefore, she is said to be Vairochaning Karma Phaleshu Jushtam. she will also is judge things. What japa you do, what puja you do, you don't have a meter immediately showing you the results. Our body, when you are subjected to medical electronics, will give you readings. But we cannot have readings of our punyam and papam. And that will be there in the palace of Yamadeva and Vishnudeva. So when once we go there, whatever, they will give you the list, the readings, the results. So you decide what you want to do. Something like what happened to Pandavas and the Kauravas in Mahabharata prescribed. When Kauravas were given the list, they said, "We have enjoyed very well upon the earth. You please give us Swargam only now. Let us complete that Punyam, come back again to Narakam to permanently suffer." Then the Pandava said, "No, no, we have got also some papam attached. So let us finish that papam here because we are used to a lot of labor, difficulty, exposed to all that. So let us continue." So something like options are there, we think, provided by Yamaraja, depending on the meter that we have got. That's why ಈ ಕರ್ಮ ಫಲೇಶು ದುಷ್ಟಾಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಲಲಿತಾ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮಂ you see ಪುಣ್ಯ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಫಲಪ್ರದಾಯಿನಿ. So she is the one who will grant you the commensurate results for your own actions. Therefore, karma phala, we are always interested in phala, not upon the karma, but we are always advised upon the earth to work on the karma, because it is said karmana badhyate jantuhu ಜ್ಞಾನೇನ ವಿಮುಚ್ಯತೆ. ಈ ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಅವರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಕರ್ಮದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಜನ್ಮ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ಮ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಜ್ಞಾನಾರ್ಜನದಿಂದ, ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನಾರ್ಜನದಿಂದ ಮುಚ್ಯತೆ, ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಲೀವ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಬಾಂಡೇಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ and relief is there. These are the two things. We are sandwiched between these two things. So our work is only to karma, not upon the karma. The entire Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is hammering the head of Krishna, of Arjuna. Mayi sanyasya, mayi arpita, mayi viswasya. So like that, because you don't bother about it. Even Mahabharata, we have got a beautiful statement that all people are interested in the punya phala. Sarvepi punya phalamichanti na punyam manavaha na papa phalamichanti papam kurvanti yatnataha. So this is a world nature. People love to do yatnataha papam kurvanti. They take a lot of effort and conniving ways and means to commit sins. But for the purpose of punyam, people are very much lazy. They don't want to exert themselves, but they want all the results of the punyam. So this is being that, what is the way out for all of us is to turn to the Vedic texts, is turn to the words and upadeshas of great gurus, maharshis. Maharshaya, because the maharshis, we have to rely on them, because maharshayo dharma tapobhikamaha. Maharshis are always fond of attaching themselves to tapas, dharma. These are the two things that are being promoted, promulgated, and propagated by our rishis. And in this context, we have to thank the Markandeya Maharshi, who has written the Markandeya Puranam. And he is a Mahadevi Bhakta, he is a Mahagnani. We have so many Puranas. And among all Puranas, we have got also this Markandeya Puranam. Today we are going to Markandeya Purane. We always read the Colophon saying that Markandeya Purane. And there are 13 chapters picked up out of the entire thing of the Markandeya Puranam, where these 13 chapters talk about the Devi Mahatmyam. So Markandeya Purane Savarnike Manvantare Devi Mahatmye. So Nama Adhyayaha and every sloka is a mantra. Therefore, we are among so many Puranic texts, Durga Saptasati, rather the Markandeya Purana slokas of 13 chapters divided into Charitas, Prathama, Dvitiya, and Tritiya Charitas are being employed prayoga severally that is being done. So complete this. Karma phaleshu dushtam durgam devigum. What are you to do? Sharanam prapadye. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಶರಣು ಅಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಲಹರಿ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ ಸೇಸ್ ತವ ಹಿ ಚರಣಾವೇವ ಶರಣವು. ಅಮ್ಮ, ಯುವರ್ 4 hands are busy with the 4 weapons. ಚತುರ್ಭುಜೆ ಚಂದ್ರಕಲಾವತಂಸೆ ಕುಚೋನ್ನತೆ ಕುಂಕುಮರಾಗಶೌರಿ ಕುಂಡ್ರೇಕ್ಷು ಪಾಶ ಅಂಕುಶ ಪುಷ್ಪ ಬಾಣಹಸ್ತೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ జగదీగ మాతః. సో యు అబ్జర్వ్, అమ్మవారి యొక్క 4 చేతుల్లోనూ 4 రకాల ఆయుధాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఇంకా ఆమె ఉండేది ఏది? ఓన్లీ కళ్ళు, కాళ్ళు, పాదాలు. దేర్ఫోర్ తవహి చరణావేవ శరణం. అమ్మవారు చూస్తుంది. అదిగో రవి. సో అమ్మవారి దృష్టి ఎంత దూరం పోతుందంటే షీ ఓన్లీ నోస్ ఇట్. సో సో దట్స్ అగైన్ ద దృష్టి ಬಗ್ಗೆ there are so much of descriptions. So that's why I want to say that Durga Parameswari is also having that kind of చరణావేవ శరణం. ಅಂದರೆ అమ్మవారి పాదాలు ఎవరు మొక్కుతారో వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా అమ్మవారు చూస్తుంది కింద. అంటే మొక్కిన వాళ్ళ యొక్క శిరస్సు మీద, శరీరం మీద అమ్మవారు దృష్టి 30 degrees అంటిలో పడుతున్నాడు. 45 degrees కాకుండా, ఆర్ 90 degrees కాకుండా, సో 30 అండ్ లోయర్ డిగ్రీ పడినప్పుడు అమ్మ దృష్టి పడితే కాంతి ఏముందంటే అమ్మ దృష్టి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. దట్స్ వై తవ హి చరణావేవ శరణం. సో శరణం ప్రపద్యే. Why you should prefer Durga Parameswari only means because she is a Tarasa. Tarasa andre she who is able to make you cross over the river of difficulties. Always our difficulties are compared to water. He is in waters and English ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ proverb. Now he is in waters ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ water is a difficulty and river is a difficulty. And the flow or the pravaha, the speed of the river also is a difficulty. So because all rivers flow with great speed. For example, look at Gangotri at the, Ganga at the Gangotri. Look at Ganga at the Haridwar. Look at Ganga at Kasi and further. You are seeing the difference of Ganga Parameswari, Ganga Devi, that when she is born, nobody can recognize she is the Ganga river. She is that Shivapada, Vishnupadodbhava Ganga ani yaru gottagodilla. Small streak. But when you come to Haridwar, for example, you see what a speed that Ganga river. That's why people have put bars that you cannot go beyond. Because that is such a great speed, is that she will take you away. But when she comes to Kasi, Benares, she is so calm, quiet. You can stay upon the ship and observe the Deeparati to Ganga. So that is the greatness. That is, whenever Shiva is there, Visveswara, among all 12 Jyotirlingas, Visveswara Jyotirlinga is top. Therefore, all people go compulsorily to Kasi rather than to other Jyotish Kshetras. Anyway, so that's why she is called as a Tarasa. ಅಂಡ್ ತರಸೇ ನಮಃ. ಸೊ ಶರಣು ಹೊಂದೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಕಾರಣ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗಾಡೆಸಸ್, ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಯು ರಿಲೀವ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಓವರ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ಈವನ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಎದರ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್, ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್. ಶಾರೀರಿಕ, ವಾಚಿಕ, ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಎಟ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ badhas are being attended by Parameswari because she is the light. She is Surya Bhagavan. She is the extreme power, extreme heat. And so that's why that is what exactly the picture of Devi Durga, as we could see as a part of introduction on this inaugural day, with all respects to Durga Parameswari and also attendees who are, and this is going to be, I think, upon the YouTube also, where we can have much knowledge about Devi and preferences that we could afford. Because you are these days, you see large number of people performing Durga Homam, Saptasati Homam, Mantras Homam, and Durga Mula Mantra Homam and all that. And also Ganapati Homam. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ there is a proverb, ಕಲವು ದುರ್ಗಾ ವಿನಾಯಕವು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಅದೇ. ಈ ಕಲಿಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ದುರ್ಗಾ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿಘ್ನೇಶ್ವರ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ, ದೇ ಟಾಪ್ ದೇರ್ ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಷಿಪ್ and top their priority in granting our boons, in looking after us. See that our life upon the earth will be sunayasena maranam vinadainyena jivanam. What we want after all, after as the aging goes up and up and up, and when you are able to meet up the sharirika badhas, because you ask old man, how are you, sir? Oh, don't ask me, whole night I didn't have sleep. Like that, he begins. He will be waiting for a question like that morning walk. When you go in the morning walk and question anybody of your senior colleagues, they'll say, hey, don't ask me, I didn't have sleep. And like that, they begin. There was a cough, there was cold, there was this. So for all these complaints, no remedy at all. It is personal. But who is the remedy for all these things? Tarasa, Durga Parameswari, make namaskara to her. For example, oh Ratre Nidhi Attilla Andre, you recite Ramanamam or Durga Namam for 10, 20, 30 times. By the time you utter about 10 times, you are off. Like actually, when you want to get sleep, you don't get sleep the moment you go to bed. It takes 25 minutes for you to get into the sleep. ಸೊ ಆ 25 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅದು ಇದು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೆ ಎದ್ದೋಲ್ವರ, ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಓವರ್ ದಿ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೂ ಸಮ್ ಓಂಕಾರ ಉಪಾಸನ ಆರ್ ದುರ್ಗಾಪಾಸನ ಆರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಯಾ ದೇವಿ ಸರ್ವಭೂತೇಷು ನಿದ್ರಾರೂಪೇಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥಿತ, ನಮಸ್ತಸ್ಯೈ 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 ನಮೋ ನಮಃ ಅಂತ ಆ ದೇವಿ ನಿದ್ರಾ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ what all you, she must occupy you or overpower you, means you must make sufficient prayer to her. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅದು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬೈತಾ ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಬೈತಾ ಆ ವೈಲ್ಡ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರು ಈ ವೈಲ್ಡ್ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನು ಸ್ಮಶಾನ ಸೀನು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಟಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಮಶಾನವೇ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ನೋ, see in our dying hall, why should you have a smashana scene or an accident, road accident scene or a hospital scene in your beautiful, well-arranged drawing hall of your house? No. Especially at the night time, before you go to retire to bed, remember Durga, because she is said to be Tarasa. She is said to be the Nidra Devi. Actually, in the Prathama Charitam of Durga Saptasati, you see Ammavaru is in the form of Nidra, Nidra Devi, and occupying the entire consciousness of Narayana. When Madhu and Kaitava Rakshasas were very virulent, they were so much encroaching, they wanted to eat away Brahmadeva or kill Brahmadeva and occupy the Brahma seat and see that the whole world, they take hold of it. That was the crisis maximum which cropped up in the world as we understand. So therefore Brahma started making prayer to Vishnu, his father, because he is the only remedier. He is the only person who can relieve people from their clutches. So because Narayana is a solution. Vishnu Sahasranamam, probably you are all reading Vishnu Sahasranamam, but you don't care, you don't catch what Rudra, what Vishnu is. You see, there in Rudra, we have got Bhayakrit Bhayanasanaha. ಅದು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋನು ಅವನೇ, ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋನು ಅವನೇ. ಸೊ ಭಯಕೃತ್ ಭಯನಾಸನಃ. ಅದರಿಂದ we have to remember Durga Parameswari. We come to know about her more and more as we proceed from the knowledge provided by the Markandeya Maharshi. So making all the namaskaram to Markandeya Maharshi with the say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Markandeya Maharshaye Namaha. So now I want to not simply go on talking about Durga, and we have been doing it. We will be doing it also all through until we reach the last sloka, our last concluding thing, where all the Rakshasas are done. And there are also prayers done by the gods to describe the amount of work, the amount of help that Devi has done to the world. And all the stotras also. The stotras are there, the charitra is there, and everything there in this particular text. And therefore, we go on with it. So for the present, I just like to say that before we that Sri, and moreover we should know that for Sri Vidya, Durga Saptasati, Lalita Sahasranamam, and Saundarya Lahari, these are the three fulcrums. They are called Prasthana Trayanta. Just like for Vedanta, we have got Brahma Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, and Upanishads. So these three form the most important knowledge for the philosophy Vedantam. Similarly, here also, we were all Sri Vidya Upasakas. Fortunately, I thank my Guru, Gunjur Narayan Shastri, who gave me the Sri Vidya. And I also thank, show my regards to Shankar Shastri of Bengaluru and those other, and who has given me a further extension of Sri Vidya to me by giving me the Khadgamala Stotram as Upadesham, and also myself, and also have been given the Upadesha of Durga Amavaru, Durga Parameswari by another great Upasaka, Sri Vidya Upasaka, Satyanarayana. So remembering all these great people, I myself have done something on this. And so I am very much bold given by Devi that I can have some ideas on Durga Parameswari to share openly. Generally, people are afraid to speak on Durga, and that has been told to me when I first gave talk in Gautam Lodge in Kakinada, in Space of Society Lodge in Kakinada some years back when I was just introduced to Sri Vidya. And well, somebody came, sir, it is hard to speak on Durgamma. True, because Durga Parameswari is a very firebrand. But still, we can't leave fire. We have to use the fire for a number of purposes. Because upon the earth, there are so many kinds of Agnis. And in Aruna Prasna, we have got the number of the names of Agnis being given to us in Durga, in Aruna Prasna or all places. But that is not my talk. Now, we have to go with the Chandi Kavacham, Argala Stotram, and Keelaka Stotram, and then we go into the Saptasati and Nyasa, and then we go into the 13 chapters, and that is because we don't want to complicate and say, but this is really nice as much as necessary for you, because Durga Parameswari is a ocean. And Durga Upasana is a ocean. In fact, I remember one of the greatest scholar whom I met, great scholar who met, by name Kasi Bhatla Subramanya Sharma from Rotatur, Andhra Pradesh. He has performed a large number of Durga Homas. And Homas is a great, and he has written a book, Durga Tattvam or so, he presented to me. We have honored him also with Vedasri, and he was so much, especially he has performed a large number of Durga Homas in Sri Sailam in the presence of Durga Malliswara and Bhamarambika and in the Veda Pathshala there. And he has so many experiences about Amavaru. coming live and talking to him and doing all things. In fact, I happened to meet some Durga Pasaka in Kakinada who said, whenever there is a need and call by this Upasaka to Ammavaru, she used to come as a small bala, wearing a pavada and jacket and come and play and hymn and all that. So I want to say that this Durga Ammavaru is a live goddess. Only when you call her, when you dedicate yourself, she will be attending to your needs and all that. In fact, so many people perform Durga Japa, Durga Homa, and Durga and all that for all the good things. So I think one of you should recite. It will be an Upadesha for all of you. And it's not only lecture. I am not starting the lecture. It is going to be a part of Upadesha that you can spread the Durga culture as we are spreading the Saundara Lahari culture and everywhere, especially in its Homa forum. So we are to go on with this Durga Saptasati as a part of academic learning and also as a part of religious practice, as a part of spiritual upliftment. Om Namaschandikayai. Om Namaschandikayai. Om Srim Klim Krim Chamundayai Viche. Om Sri Om Srim Klim Hrim Chamundayai Viche. చెప్పండి ఎవరెవరు who will recite? ఓం అస్య శ్రీ చండీ కవచస్య
ఓం అస్య శ్రీ చండీ
కవచస్య
ఓం అస్య శ్రీ చండీ కవచస్య
బ్రహ్మా ఋషి 2 times
బ్రహ్మా ఋషి
అనుష్టుప్ ఛందః
అనుష్ఠుప్ ఛందః
చాముండా దేవత
చాముండా దేవత
అంగన్యాస ఉక్త
అంగన్యాస ఉక్త
మాతరః బీజం
మాతరః బీజం
దిగ్బంధ దేవతాః
దిగ్బంధ దేవతాః
తత్వం
సత్వం
శ్రీ జగదంబా ప్రీత్యర్థే
శ్రీ జగదంబా ప్రీత్యర్థే
సప్తశతీ పాఠాంగ జపే
సప్తశతీ పాఠాంగ జపే
వినియోగః
వినియోగః
ఓం నమశ్చండికాయై
ఓం నమశ్చండికాయై ఓం నమశ్చండికాయై.
So it is usually a tantric practice to make the application stronger, beneficial, and quickly applicable for in respect of the positive benefit results. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಚಂಡಿ ಕವಚ ಆಗಲಿ ಸ್ತೋತ್ರ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ದ ಋಷಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಋಷಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನಿಂದಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜ್ಞಾನ ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ? Narayana is the Brahma, and Narayana has imparted the knowledge or Vedic knowledge and to his son Brahmadeva, and he further promulgated the same to all people. Therefore, we have to acknowledge where from this kind of knowledge got emanated. So Brahma Rishihi, and there is a chandas also, that Anushtup Chandaha. And there is a goddess. Whom are you targeting all your prayer to? Who and whom are you expecting to do all benefits for you. Another question Bharate. Adrinda Chamunda Devata. So for this particular Chandi Kavacham or the entire thing is Chamunda. The Durga Parameswari has been called as a Chamunda because she has killed or removed from the world from who are giving tortures the greatest powerful atrocity bound Rakshasas called Chanda and Mundas, and they were the Sainyadhipatis of Mahishasura. And when these two people were killed, then only Mahishasura comes to fight with the goddess directly. Otherwise, he was defeating all his other army, as we are going to notice in the text. So, therefore, it is said, Yasmat Chandam cha Mundam cha Ahanatu Ahave Tasmat Chamunda iti Abhidhiyate. And because she has taken the steps, bold steps to finish these two terrible Sainyadhipatis of that Rakshasa. Therefore, and moreover, we should remember all those Rakshasas who are killed by Devi are great bhaktas to her. That's why we see Mundamala Dharaya Namaha, Mundamala Dharinye Namaha. Andre, ಈ Mundamala, Rundamala, that is, they are all the skulls of the bhaktas who are so great devotees, but who are relieved of body and life upon the earth by themselves. That's why they're all great aradhakas. They're all great worshippers. And so Ammavaru will take their names in among several names of their hers and make them all really immortal. So she is immortal. She makes the names of the bhaktas also immortal. Something like when you say Lakshmi Narasimhaswamy, Prahlada Narada Parasara Pundarika Vyasambarisha Sukha Saunika Hrunnivasa. Whenever you remember Lakshmi Narasimha, you start with the Prahlada, a Rakshasa, and Narada, a Rishi, and like that, Prahlada, Narada, Parasara, Rishi. So, whether a person born is a male, female, Brahmin, non-Brahmin, Chandala, all these are only upon the earth. But for Parameswara, Parameswari, that's why in Lalita Astotram, Parameswari Rupaye, Lalitambikaye Namo Namaha. So she is having that not only Ardhanariswara Swarupam, but so Shankaracharya, our guru, tells that both Shiva wants to be complete Parvati and Parvati wants to be complete Shiva. But they don't become, but they love each other so much. So that kind of audience. Similarly, even that crescent moon upon the Chandra, among the Ishvara or Shiva Rudra, he wants to be a Purna Chandra. So if Shiva is doing penance, even the crescent moon also is doing penance. So ataraha sahavasa dosha sahavasa punya. Tatsangatve nissangatva manavaga. So yavaga, when you have got a good friendship, you are always going to be good, giving up that ಶತ್ರವೋ ಮಿತ್ರತಾಂ ಯಾಂತಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಮಿತ್ರತ್ವದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಶತ್ರುಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಮಿತ್ರರಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಚಾಮುಂಡಾ ದೇವತಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶಿ ಸೋ ಕೈಂಡ್, ಸೋ ಅಫೆಕ್ಷನೇಟ್ ದಟ್ ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ those people, very great bhaktas, but unfortunately misusing the varas. That's why Lalita Sahasranamam, you have got the idea, Dushta Daya, Dushta Danava Bhanjini, Dushta Dura, Durachara Samani, Dushta Danava Bhanjani anta. So Dushta ane sabda bandaga, she will take the kajal because she is a Durga. Adrinda Chamunda Devata. I don't go explanation for that. And Matara, there are so many Matra, the Matru Swarupas, Saptamatrikas are there. They are all occupying our respective body. Actually, you will find in the Kavacha Stotram or so, Ammavaru takes different forms. More than 67 parts of our body in and out are being enumerated in the Kavacha Stotram. And Ammavaru takes care of each and every part of our body. Therefore, you should know that our body is not ours. The body belongs to Parameswari. The body belongs to Parameswara. Therefore, we do Mahanyasa, Anganyasa, Karanyasa, Trainyasa, Panchanyasa, and Mahanyasa. Andre artha eno? So, netrayosthane, ललाटस्थाने रुद्रास्तिष्ठन्तो नेत्रयोस्थाने चन्द्रादित्यौ तिष्ठेताम्. You observe, under Arthayano, already they are present, but you are only activating them. It is like your mobile. Already SIM card is there in your mobile. But ಪ್ರತಿಸಲ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಯಾರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಅವನಿಂದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ SIM card becomes dead. You cannot use it. ಅದರಿಂದ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟು. ಸೊ ಮಾತರಹ ಅಂದರೆ ತಾಯಿಂದರು ಎಂಥ ಸ್ವಭಾವ ಅಂದರೆ ಹವೆವರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, if there are 4 children, one may be engineer, one may be a doctor, one may be a coolie, one may be a policeman, but mother has got equal affection to all of the children. Like that, mataraha Bijam. Then Digbandha Devataha. There are so many devatas who shut the doors, keep you alone, and make you proceed with concentration on Devata. That's why we always Dik Bandhagalan Martivi. Then close the doors. Actually, it is said you should close the door of meditation. Then you will be alone. Kaivalya Prapti and Artha, when you are all alone, you can proceed. But unfortunately, mind is there, your companion. And in the mind, you start reflecting. So many thoughts come. Because Manoratha Nama Tatapravataha ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಒಂದು ರಥ, ಒಂದು ಚಾರಿಯಟ್, ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್. ಆ ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣ. ಆ ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೇ ಇರತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾವನೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಭವಾನಿ ಭಾವನಾಗಮ್ಯ ಭವಾರಣ್ಯ ಕುಠಾರಿಕಾ ಭದ್ರಪ್ರಿಯ ಭದ್ರಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅಂತ. ಭವಾರಣ್ಯ ಕುಠಾರಿಕಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಭಾವಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಪೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಸಮ್ ಓಂಕಾರೋಪಾಸನ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಸಚ್ ಒನ್ ಉಪಾಸನ ವೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್. ಯು ಟ್ರೈ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ. ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬ್ರೆತ್, ಇನ್ಹೇಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸೇಲ್. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರೆತ್ತನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ದೆನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಯಾಮ ಆರ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಣ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಅಪಾನ ವ್ಯಾನ ಉದಾನ ಸಮಾನ, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ 5 ವೈಟಲ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಂಚಭೂತಾಸ್ ಪಂಚಪ್ರಾಣಾಹ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪಂಚ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇನ್ ಲಲಿತಾ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಆಲ್ಸೋ she gives a priority for that. Panchami panchabhutesi panchasankhyopacharini. So panchasankhya upacharini anta. So she is being attended by the number 5. That is 5 is important. It is in between 1 to 4 and 6 to 9. Therefore, ಈ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರೋದು 5. That 5 number people are really lucky and they will get everything accomplished happily. So that's why they got the Digbandhana is important. And ultimately, who is getting pleased when you are having this kind of arrangement within yourself? Jagadamba. So Jagadamba is Durga. Jagatke Tayavalu. So that's why in Lalita Sahasranamam, it begins, Pandre, Sri Mata, Sri Maharajni, ಶ್ರೀಮತ್ ಸಿಂಹಾಸನೇಶ್ವರಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್, ಅಮ್ಮನವರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮದರ್. ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದಿ ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಮದರ್. ಆಸ್ taking the role of a mother, she cannot have any grouse against her children. Children may be rascals or hopeless fellows, but mother. That's why he says Krishna. Shankaracharya says, see, kuputro jayeta kochidapisa kumata nabhavati. And if at all a mother becomes bad, it is her karma. But basically, the concept of mother is simply undefeatable, unchallengeable. That's why all ladies must aspire to become mother. And that's why in Yagni Suktam, as Vasan must have taught to our Vedic students that ಏನಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಸೂಕ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ವೀರಕುಕ್ಷಿಂ ಪುರಂಧಿಂ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅಗ್ನಿದೇವ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ವುಮನ್ ಯೋಷಿತ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎ ವೀರಕುಕ್ಷಿ, ಟು ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸೀವ್ ಎ ಬೋಲ್ಡ್ ಹೋಪ್ಫುಲ್ boy or a girl, and she becomes a purandhi. Purandhi means she will be supporting or promoting the prosperity of the country, prosperity of that. That's why ವೀರಕುಕ್ಷಿಂ ಪುರಂಧಿಂ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಸೂಕ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಗ್ನಿ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ದುರ್ಗಾ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ. ಯಾರು ದುರ್ಗಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮ. ಸೊ ಜಗದಂಬ ಪ್ರೀತ್ಯರ್ಥೇ ಬರೀ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಜಗದಂಬ 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 ಅಂತ ಬರೀ 10-15 ಸಲ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂದುಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಏನ್ರಿ ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಿದ್ದೆನೇ ಹತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಳು ಬೇಡ. ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಅಮ್ಮ. ವೆನ್ ಅಮ್ಮ ಈಸ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯಂಗ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಲ್ಯಾಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಾಗ ಶಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಸ್, ಸಿಂಗ್ ದೇವರ ನಾಮ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ನೋ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಸ್ಲೀಪ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದಿಸ್ ಯು ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಒಳಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಳೊಳ ಅಂತ ನಾಲಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಹತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ whatever cry, whatever difficulty the baby is crossing is all mithya, untruth. So the baby understands the language of the song and the meaning and then goes to sleep immediately. Ha, yi is permanent. And whatever that disturbs the hai or sukha is all temporary. Therefore, Jagadamba Prityarthe Jape Vinyogaha. ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಹೇಳೋಣ. ಹೇಳಿ. ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾರ್ಕಂಡೇಯ ಉವಾಚ.
ಮಾರ್ಕಂಡೇಯ ಉವಾಚ. ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಾರ್ಕಂಡೇಯ ಉವಾಚ.
ಓಂ ಯದ್ಗುಹ್ಯಂ ಪರಮಂ ಲೋಕೆ.
ಓಂ ಯದ್ಗುಹ್ಯಂ ಪರಮಂ ಲೋಕೆ. ಓಂ ಯದ್ಗುಹ್ಯಂ ಪರಮಂ ಲೋಕೆ.
ಸರ್ವರಕ್ಷಾಕರಂ ನೃಣಾಂ.
ಸರ್ವರಕ್ಷಾಕರಂ ನೃಣಾಂ. ಸರ್ವರಕ್ಷಾಕರಂ ನೃಣಾಂ.
ಯನ್ನ ಕಸ್ಯಚಿತ್
ಯನ್ನ ಕಸ್ಯಚಿತ್ ಯನ್ನ ಕಸ್ಯಚಿತ್
ಆಖ್ಯಾತಂ
ಆಖ್ಯಾತಂ ಆಖ್ಯಾತಂ
ತನ್ಮೇ ಬ್ರೂಹಿ ಪಿತಾಮಹ.
ತನ್ಮೇ ಬ್ರೂಹಿ ಪಿತಾಮಹ. ತನ್ಮೇ ಬ್ರೂಹಿ ಪಿತಾಮಹ.
ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋವಾಚ.
ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋವಾಚ. ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋವಾಚ.
ಅಸ್ತಿ ಗುಹ್ಯತಮಂ ವಿಪ್ರಾ.
ಅಸ್ತಿ ಗುಹ್ಯತಮಂ ವಿಪ್ರ. ಅಸ್ತಿ ಗುಹ್ಯತಮಂ ವಿಪ್ರ.
ಸರ್ವಭೂತೋಪಕಾರಕಂ.
ಸರ್ವಭೂತೋಪಕಾರಕಂ. ಸರ್ವಭೂತೋಪಕಾರಕಂ.
ದೇವ್ಯಾಸ್ತು ಕವಚಂ ಪುಣ್ಯಂ.
ದೇವ್ಯಾಸ್ತು ಕವಚಂ ಪುಣ್ಯಂ. ದೇವ್ಯಾಸ್ತು ಕವಚಂ ಪುಣ್ಯಂ.
ತತ್ಸೃಣುಷ್ವ ಮಹಾಮುನೇ.
ತಚ್ಛೃಣುಷ್ವ ಮಹಾಮುನೆ. ತಚ್ಛೃಣುಷ್ವ ಮಹಾಮುನೆ.
ಪ್ರಥಮಂ ಶೈಲಪುತ್ರೀ ಚ.
ಪ್ರಥಮಂ ಶೈಲಪುತ್ರೀ ಚ. ಪ್ರಥಮಂ ಶೈಲಪುತ್ರೀ ಚ.
ದ್ವಿತೀಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚಾರಿಣೀ.
ದ್ವಿತೀಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚಾರಿಣಿ. ದ್ವಿತೀಯಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚಾರಿಣಿ.
ತೃತೀಯಂ ಚಂದ್ರಘಂಟೇತಿ.
ತೃತೀಯಂ ಚಂದ್ರಗಂಠೇತಿ. ತೃತೀಯಂ ಚಂದ್ರಗಂಠೇತಿ.
ಕೂಷ್ಮಾಂಡೇತಿ ಚತುರ್ಥಕಂ.
कूष्माण्डे चतुर्थकम् कूष्माण्डे चतुर्थकम्
पंचमं स्कंदमातेति
पञ्चमं स्कन्दमातेति पञ्चमं स्कन्दमातेति
तं कात्यायिनीति च
षष्ठं कात्यायनी च षष्ठं कात्यायनी च
सप्तमं कालरात्रि च
सप्तमं कालरात्रिश्च सप्तमं कालरात्रिश्च
महागौरीति चाष्टकम्
महागौरीति चाष्टमं महागौरीति चाष्टमम्
नवमं सिद्धिदात्री च
नवमं सिद्धिदात्री च नवमं सिद्धिदात्री च
नवदुर्गाः प्रकीर्तिताः
नवदुर्गाः प्रकीर्तिताः नवदुर्गाः प्रकीर्तिताः
So you observe Brahma and Rishis are in dialogue now because all knowledge has come down to us only through Sambhashana. Krishna-Arjuna Samvade, Yudhishthira, Bhishma Samvade, like that Vishnu Sahasranamam, Yudhishthira Bhishma Samvada. Again, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna-Arjuna Samvada. And Ashtavakra Gita, Janaka Ashtavakra Sambhasha. So like that, in Durga Saptasati, we have the Markandeya Maharshi talking to Brahmadeva because they're all interloka travelers. ಈಗ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇಂಟರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟು, ಇಂಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟು, ಇಂಟರ್ ಟೌನು, ಇಂಟರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲರ್ಸು, ಇಂಟರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲರ್ಸು. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ ಲೋಕ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ತಪಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಥ ತಪಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಮಹರ್ಷಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕಂಡೇಯ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಒಬ್ಬರು. ಅವ್ರೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ಈ ಏನಂತ ಪರಮಂ ಗುಹ್ಯಂ ಯತು ಲೋಕೆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನೃಣಾಂ ಸರ್ವರಕ್ಷಾಕರಂ, ಅಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಸ್ಯಚಿತ್ ನ ಆಖ್ಯಾತಂ ಯತು ತನ್ಮೇ ಬ್ರೂಹಿ ಪಿತಾಮಹ. ಓ ಪಿತಾಮಹ, ಓ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದೇವ, ಓ ನಾರಾಯಣ, ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ದಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಹೌ ಲೈಕ್ ಗುಹ್ಯಂ, ನಾಟ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್, but also it should be paramam guhyam, highly secret, and beyond which there cannot be one. Secondly, sarvarakshakaram runam. So for all human beings born upon the land, it should be a universal protective shield. Sarvarakshakaram is universal, something like the life-saving drugs. There may be drugs and drugs and drugs in the drug shop, but life-saving drugs are always reserved, and only when not to extend the life, they will use that kind of thing. So ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚೋಟ ಮೋಟ, ಚಿನ್ನದಿ ಪೆದ್ದದಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ದೊಡ್ಡದು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರುವ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಬೇಕು ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಂಥ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದ ಒಂದು ಮಹಾಮಂತ್ರ ಮಹಾದೇವಿ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ, ಲೋಕ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಲೋಕಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬಿಲಾಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಟು the bhuloka, but there are so many loka,
ಚತುರ್ದಶ
bhurloka,
ಭುವನ
swarloka, saptaloka.
ಚತುರ್ದಶ ಭುವನ
Yeah, ಚತುರ್ದಶ ಭುವನಗಳು and sapta lokagalu, and even ಈ saptalokas are above and below. Therefore ಇಂಥ ವಾಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿರುವ ಒಂದು ರಕ್ಷಕ ಸ್ತೋತ್ರವನ್ನು ಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದೇವನಿಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಸ್ಯಚಿತ್ ನ ಆಖ್ಯಾತಂ ಯತು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇನ್ನು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಉಪದೇಶ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರೋದು ಹೊಸಯಾಗಿ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಕೇಕ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಯಾಜ್ಞವಲ್ಕ್ಯ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್, ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ವೇದ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ನೋನ್ ಟು ಎನಿಬಡಿ, ಬಟ್ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಗೇವ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಶುಕ್ಲದ ವೇದ. ಹಾಗೆ ಯಸ್ಯ ಯತ್ ಕಸ್ಯಚಿತ್ ಆಖ್ಯಾತಂ ನ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿರುವ ಯೋಗಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಸಿ Arjuna is the nth student. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾರ್ಕಂಡೇಯ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎಂತ್ ಬಾಯ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿ ಉಪದೇಶ ಆಫ್ ಸಚ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ವಿಚ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ರಕ್ಷಾ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ಈಸ್ ಎ ಗುಹ್ಯ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಆಲ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸರ್ಜನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೋ, ಈ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಜನರಲ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್. ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಲ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರು. ಈ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಎನಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಮೆಡಲ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟೈಸ್. ಚರಕ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸುಶ್ರುತ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಟ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ earlier physicians. All are physicians only, but specialization makes them different names. ಅದರಿಂದ ಓ ಪಿತಾಮಹ, ಓ ಫಾದರ್, ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಫಾದರ್. ಪಿತಾಮಹ ಅಂದರೆ ಪಿತಾ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ, ಪಿತಾಮಹ ಈಸ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪಿತೃ ಪಿತಾಮಹಾನಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪಿತಾಮಹ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರೂಹಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ನನಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿ ಉಪದೇಶ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಈಸ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 5 ಶ್ಲೋಕಾಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಪಾರಾಯಣಂ, he is trying to describe the 7 ಮಾತೃಕಾಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸೋ ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಪ್ತಮಾತೃಕಾ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಸೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ, I don't know further, but in Mysore, near that university campus, there is recently a temple going by the name ಸಪ್ತಮಾತೃಕ. ಯಾವಾಗಾದರೂ ಮೈಸೂರು ಹೋದರೆ, ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ವಿಜಯಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಪುರಮ ಅದು ಹೋದರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸಪ್ತಮಾತೃಕಾ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ವೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ತ್ರೈನ್ಯಾಸ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದಿ ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿ ದ ಸಪ್ತಮಾತೃಕ. Because the Saptamatrikas are there protecting the land and people in all respects. So ಆ ಸಪ್ತಮಾತೃಕ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್, ಧ್ಯಾನ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಟುಡೇ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ starting inaugurating the talk of Durga Saptasati, invoking the blessing of Durga Parameswari. Vasan, please tell. Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. ಹೇಳಿ, ಸರ್ವಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾರ್ಪಣಮಸ್ತು. ಸರ್ವಂ ಶ್ರೀ ದುರ್ಗಾ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ ಪಾದಾರವಿಂದಾರ್ಪಣಮಸ್ತು. ಓಂ ತತ್ಸತು. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್.